Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Surviving Mars. In the last episode, I noticed that some of our buildings were not working because they didn't have enough workers, and it turns out that the population of the colony is starting to get old. So I had to bring in a couple of loads of new colonists to fill back in the jobs to keep everything running. So that is done. Especially keeping the crops going. We could probably still use a few more people working that farm right about there. But these guys are working that farm. The fungal farm, these guys are just doing wheat. I should probably have them do a cycle of soybeans as well. To improve the subsequent wheat yield. Our food stores are kind of dropping a little bit. We got 150 food throughout the colony, so I mean we can move stuff around if we need to. Because we got a little bit of food there, a little bit of food, well, a whole giant pile of food right there. So yeah, if the southern area starts running low on food, then we can do that. Also built out this new dome in preparation for, well, a new dome, which its primary purpose is going to be to extract underground metals here and here. But, I mean, we still have tons of surface metals, so that's primarily just, you know, a kind of future-proofing thing there, because eventually our surface deposits will run out. Right, and then we'll have to do something about that. So, why are you not auto-gathering? Oh, because I think I had you moving some stuff manually. Right, because there's this giant pile of metal up there. Alright, so actually let's go ahead and tell this guy to load the resource. Load the resource. Now, one thing I was noticing also is that we actually need to load some metals. Not a ton. That should be enough. And then I need to unload it over here because we got some disabled solar panels and we need to repair this to get the concrete back up and running. And speaking of concrete, actually, oh, what are you guys doing? There we go. In fact, actually, let me just do this for a second. Alright, you guys have a load. Good. Unload there. Okay. So I think in a previous episode, there was a comment about someone wondering what the concrete was, because it's definitely not Portland cement or anything like that. So I looked in a little bit about what you would use on Mars for concrete. And apparently they've done some experiments with using sulfur. So the yellow deposit here would be a sulfur deposit. And so what they would do, or what you would do, is you would collect the sulfur, you'd heat it up, and you'd melt it, and then you'd mix it with aggregate, basically Martian soil as an aggregate, and then let it cool, and it hardens into a solid block. And it hardens into concrete. And apparently they've done some tests with it with some analogs on Earth, and it produces a material that is remarkably strong. So, if colonists were going to be building anything on Mars for some early structures, they'd probably almost certainly do that. You'd have to find some surface sulfur deposits, but that shouldn't be too tough. with proper kind of surveying beforehand, before establishing the colony. But yeah, it can be done. Now, what is your issue? You don't have any electronics, right? Because we don't kind of have any electronics over here. Because all the electronics are sitting there. We don't need the electronics here, at least not that many. Because every time when I land a rocket that has electronics on it, they bring the electronics over here. See, there we go. Alright, now you... I thought I gave somebody an order. Maybe I interrupted it. Yeah, I think I did. I'd like you to load some food. Alright, how are we doing as far as... Okay, we're producing 3.
Sector scanned.
And I'm working that as probably as fast as I can. But it definitely is dropping, so... What I'm going to do is we're going to do a cargo rocket. $78 million. Go ahead and launch it. Because what I can do is I can go to... I go to Blue Sun and probably trade with them. And I can sell off some of my metal for $750 million. So that helps. How are we doing for science? Okay, we've got full list. Now what I need are the carbonate processors, but they're in the list. I should probably try to see if I can get some more funding once a rocket lands and maybe outsource some science. Ah, we just got a good harvest. I'm gonna have you transport some food. Let's offer some food in exchange for some electronics. Let's see if anybody wants to bite on that. Alright, building's not working. Storage space full. Don't care. You don't have any seeds. Don't really care. You don't have any people. That's a bit of a larger problem, but not that big of a problem. Now, somebody was saying to move all the elderly colonists, the seniors, to their own dome. I'm not even sure how I would do that. And this is obviously frozen because it's off. So it's not consuming any power, not consuming any resources. These require some polymers. These just require some concrete. 14 residential space. I would probably want to throw... Yeah, you'd need a grocer. You'd need a small space bar. And...
Research complete.
something to do. Small art stores. That's like a really small art store. There we go. Here's some supplies.
Sector scanned.
Now here's the thing. If I brought in a bunch of people, which dome would they go to? They could get to both, so... Nah, I wouldn't want to do that. Consume some polymers. And they're gonna need... maybe a large garden? Perhaps. Go with a large garden. Let's turn the thing on. And what does it do to my power consumption? Water is fine.
Resources are low.
I'm aware of this. We just brought in a load of machine parts. Machine part maintenance 2.2, but we're only making one. We're gonna need a big machine parts factory. Actually, let's go ahead and do the Blue Sun thing. Tell them we want to initiate trade and we want to sell them some metal. Did it not go through? Oh, I forgot. I gotta pick a rocket. Yeah, send it. Okay, and bring this load down there. Now, do I have the technology to build big machine parts factories? I do. Alright, so then what we'll want to do is we'll want to get... No, we're currently working on it. Okay, we're working on it right now.
Sector scanned.
Let me
Select
see if I
the
can
sector to scan.
do this. Oh, we ran out of sectors to scan. Alright, scan all those. Alright, where's my Explorer? Alright, let's hit the Auto Explorer. Go ahead and turn you back to Auto Gather. You're growing some seeds. Alright, so who we need to bring in here? Actually, I'd like to wait until I can build this factory. I mean, I could bring in a prefab. I could bring in a prefab. But how much are we talking here? A lot. 400 million. We got lots of rare metals. Metals extractor, that's more machine parts. Oh, hold on, cancel. I want to get it where it'll be in range. Where the dust cloud isn't going to be affecting that moisture vaporator. There we go. That'll do. Okay, because I would rather get this. Alright, go ahead and outsource it. Do they, like, not require power? Alright, what else do I have that I can do? Machine parts. Expensive. Well, we'll see if we can come up with other ways of getting that stuff to work. What is your issue? You don't have any polymers. There's a whole pile of polymers stored up here for no apparent reason. Was I using it to build anything? Is it needed to maintain anything? No, that needs electronics. No. Okay. Must have brought it up here for some reason.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Alright, I found an anomaly. That means that our explorer should now be on its way. Go ahead and unload. No, not load. Unload. There. Yep, explorer's on its way. Storage space is full. Let me put in a temporary, well, what will most likely be a temporary concrete store and a dumping site for the rock. Why are you delivering that metal there? What in the world are you doing? Stop, stop.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
Okay, are you like helping move the rock or something? Okay, that was weird. Alright, we gained 1500 science. So we now actually have that ability to build our own machine parts factories, or bigger ones. New building, Hawking Institute. Domeless farming. Build open farm. I don't think I necessarily want that. Yes, water conservation. Arcology. Drone printing. Automated storage. Drone battery capacity increased. I'll go with the mega storage, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and build this thing. It requires some concrete, some metals, and some electronics. Well, probably going to need to bring in another rocket with some more cargo first. Launch it. Let's move some metals around. Because I can just keep sending metals off for money, as long as I have massive surpluses of it. I do want to be careful about that, because I can mess myself up if I'm not careful. Don't have anybody living there yet. Alright, the building has malfunctioned. It needs some machine parts. Alright, load some machine parts. And then we'll go move them up there to take care of that. We got piles of polymers here, but not many machine parts or electronics. So that's where this is going to come in. Now, supposedly, I can build a school. But that is expensive on electronics. Alright, now you go ahead and unload those resources over here. Do I see shuttles here yet? Rover AI command? No. Rejuvenation treatment. There's the arcologies. Smart home. Deep scanning. Might want to grab that. Oh. Oh, it's on its way. Okay, I was like, hasn't that completed its mission yet to sell some more stuff? Apparently not. Alright, you go back to Earth. Alright, so we should now be operational. Yes, we are. And we probably need a storage for waste rock around here somewhere. Clean up that mess. Now we're going to bring in a whole load of people. I'm going to need some engineers, alright? We're going to need some geologists. Might even need some botanists to go in over here. Hopefully they all figure out where they're supposed to go.
Sector scanned.
Alright, where do I have good supplies of fuel? Here. Alright, go ahead and outsource that science again. Alright, but I think we're at the end of the episode, so I'll go ahead and stop here. We're starting to get this dome operational. We just need to start bringing in some colonists. And, yeah, electronics is now a problem again. We really do need some engineers down here. We have some children. Okay. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. You need metal? Okay, well, we'll sort that out. And we will see what we can do about getting this new dome up and running next episode. So for now, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.